That is right. As you can tell by our little teaser clip, we got this thing put together and racing at Holley MoParty. Now, if you don't quite understand or remember the significance of that, this is our 1970/71, according to the VIN number and really old guy at LS Fest, Plymouth Duster that I rescued from a tree row, destined to be jumped, scrapped, and thrown away. And we are now attempting to be the very first person ever to compete at Holley LS Fest, Holley MoParty, and Holley Ford Fest in one vehicle in the Grand Champion Series. It's the autocrossing drag racing 3S challenge, and it's a lot. There are people with incredibly prepared cars that have been built for years and absolute refined machines. This is a car that we had running hours before LS Fest, so it's not quite one of those. We have a lot of really good parts, and at Holley LS Fest, we ended up in the vintage class, 31 of 58 cars. There were roughly a total of about 250 running, and of that 250, there's really no way to directly tell, but I do know we set times a lot faster than some C6 Corvettes. So I'm pretty much pleased with the performance of this thing, given, you know, how unprepared we were, if we're being honest. Now, to give you the timeline between Holley LS Fest and Holley MoParty, we got back from Bowling Green, Kentucky, about 1 in the morning Monday after the show. I was back in the shop 8 a.m. that Monday, and we had a Hemi bolted in 10 a.m. on Monday. And the reason we had to work so quick is we had to be back in Bowling Green on Thursday. There was no time to waste. We had to get the car built, so that was our quick turnaround. And yeah, we still had wrenching we had to do at the track. So let's jump and show you the footage of doing some front end work here in the shop, and then we'll shoot on out to Kentucky. Well, okay guys, we are on the lift. We have a Hemi installed, but we need to address a couple suspension things we were finding were a problem with the LS during LS Fest. Well, it's not really the LS that was the problem, it was just hurried suspension setup. One, we could turn left a lot better than we could turn right. That's just a simple thing of I got the rack, I didn't have it fully centered when I put the tie rods in. So this is our steering rack. This is what's called an inner tie rod. This is your tie rod adjuster from QA1 and your outer tie rod. And what we want to look at, as you can see, that amount of thread that is visible here. And then if we come over here, you can see it's a lot less, meaning this is turned in a little bit more. We also have the steering wheel straight now, and if we look, you can see we're kicked over, turning in. So we're gonna get our toe reset. The other thing I'm gonna actually go ahead and do too is I want a little bit more negative camber. Negative camber is your tire pointing in at the top. Positive camber is it pointing out. There's also caster. So if we make a line through our upper and lower ball joints or pivot points of your suspension, positive caster is the top of the wheel or suspension pointed back, negative is pointed forward. So you want to have a reasonable amount of positive caster in a performance driving situation. The best way I can kind of describe that is it gives stability and it brings the steering wheel back centered very easily, or it helps with that coming back center. If you get too much though, it becomes heavy to steer, so especially if you don't have power steering, it can be a bit of a problem. And the design of the suspension has eccentrics at the top, little cams that turn, but there's limitations of how much negative camber we can get there and keep the positive caster that we want. So we are going to make it just static, increase the negative on the bottom, keep our top adjustments where they are, get toe set, and we're all good there and everything that we're gonna change in the shop. The rest are a couple parts that we have waiting for us in Bowling Green, Kentucky, so we'll be doing some work on the car in the campground, but it's easy work. Easy work, and we'll be racing. So, we'll set up the other camera, turn on a fan, get our toe set, and be a winner. But, oh yeah, we got a Hemi. Oh yeah. Are you tired of standing desks that can't handle your workload? Today's sponsor, FlexiSpot, has the answer for you. Now, I know at first seeing a standing desk advertisement here in the shop may be a little bit odd, but it is something I'm really excited to have. We spend a lot of time bent over in the engine bay, wrenching and working away, and then you have to go sit at a desk and hunch over to get to your laptop. So I love just the convenience of, I'm a tall person, I'm able to get the desk at a comfortable working height to look up all the parts, especially when you're in the middle of oddball engine swaps into chassis that don't deserve certain engines. With the FlexiSpot control module, you're able to set predetermined memory height, so you just hit one button and stand. With standing desks, you're able to get up, get the blood flow going through your legs, and keep working, because you know most of your bosses are not gonna let you take a 5-minute walking break. So stand at your desk and get some work done. Traditional standing desks come with a very hefty price tag, but FlexiSpot offers a full range of colors, widths, tabletops. You're able to configure and fit it into your budget and get all of the benefits. And we've already shown you how strong this desk is, as we're able to pick up one Sean with ease. Plus, he looks so good as he came up into view. Now, if you're ready to join the FlexiSpot family and get your own fantastic standing desk, use my code QUESTIONABLE for $30 off your order, or click the link in the description box below. Plus, when you buy an E7 desk, you can save 50% off the most comfortable office chair I have ever sat in. But I didn't get to use it very long. Sean was really quick to utilize all of the adjustments to make it the perfect napping spot while we worked on Try Hard. Head on over, get you a table, get a chair. You're gonna love it. I love mine. It is just fantastic to have something that is so configurable, both in the desk and in a chair. You spend a lot of time working, you may as well be as comfortable as you can be. Again, click the link, description below, code QUESTIONABLE, save $30 on your order. Well, all right, we have made it through tech at Holley MoParty, which I'm really not surprised, because it's the same car as last week, except we have a Hemi in it, and... Hi, Sean.
Hey, what's going on?
So I needed a camera guy and other just general help for the weekend, and you decided it sounded a little easier than 2 days of absolute thrashing.
Yeah, not too bad.
So a couple things we are going to do before tomorrow's race day. We're gonna add traction bars, slapper bars. This is going to hopefully combat our spring wrap issue, and what they do... Oh, they're all wrapped really nice. Well, never mind. We'll unbox them real quick, and then we'll come back to you. All right, there we are, out of the box. So any of you old school muscle car guys, you know exactly what these are, but these are basically bars designed to add leverage and keep the axle from twisting the spring. What happens is this will be in front of and behind the rear axle, and when it starts to twist up, you'll have your little rubber snubber, and this section pushes directly into the bolt and the front pivot point. Onto the ground it goes, to keep that axle from physically rotating. And once it does that, it will actually pick the back of the car up. Much more of a drag racing thing, though.
Oh yeah. So hopefully we can fix your axle wrap problem.
Yeah, but you know, we're not drag racing, but we are accelerating.
Yep, it was pretty violent in there last week.
And this is just the quickest, simplest thing. I can probably engine swap in 2 days, but also four-linking it.
Yeah.
That's the permanent best solution.
Yep.
But this will work for now. So we're gonna get underneath, get it measured, bolt it on, and we might get an early dinner and like a full night's sleep. This is very uncomfortable. Oh, the good news is our bumper's so short it's gonna hit a bolt. I'm fine with that, it'll be noisy.
Like the rest of the car.
What do you mean the rest of the car? The rest of the car is quiet and refined, and
When it's not running or moving, you are correct.
ideally you do this with the car either on a 4-post or on the ground, because you need to see it in relation to the suspension loaded, so you can make sure you adjust your rubber snubber just right.
You speak a little louder, the axle's in the way.
We're also fitting 1-inch spacers in the rear. It's going to give us a little bit wider stance, make it look a little less tucked for wheel fitment, and also give us a little room to the exhaust. Just all kinds of just little small improvements, you know. Since we're done early, in theory, we can actually like improve the car, not just make it work.
Yeah, let's work on it for a minute.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
We have like a cosmetic possibility too.
Ooh, look at that.
You know, no performance gain, just a cosmetic.
Just makes it look cool.
Oh no, there's not enough room.
Oh no.
So we're not running wheel spacers.
Dun dun dun.
Darn it.
Damn, back to edit.
MoParty allows a huge variety of engines as long as they are from the Mopar brand, from small 4-cylinders with turbos to massive big blocks. And unlike LS Fest, I'm not the only Plymouth Duster. Also, unlike LS Fest, we got here on time and can enjoy things like the course walk in the morning. But it was the exact same track, so I had a leg up on the competition.
Of course, we've got that Scott Park Center.
So they've got us all parked for the fast cars to go out first. They mistakenly put me here.
Grand Champion competition going on.
So we'll see what happens, you know.
Scott Park Center
It's
is the
running.
go-to source for your Gen 3 Hemi project.
First drive, really, of the Duster with the Mopar. We made it. 49 seconds, not a great time. RPM was doing the weird stick, but we made it. The one thing that blows me away is, one, I didn't wheel hop as much, so it was working out there. Instead, I'm just blowing the tires off. Like, there is no rear drive, it's just rear spin. So this is going to be the fun. I'm glad this is what we're keeping in it, because it's a lot of fun. It's just a tire burner.
Yep.
Round two.
Round two. You gonna do a little better this time?
That's the goal, to always keep doing a little bit better.
A little bit better.
We'll just go for the fences. We'll go all the way better.
Don't go for the fences.
You're right, that's not the good term to use out
No.
here. So we had to kind of run. We weren't expecting to go around that fast for the second round. So 46.241, which is a substantial improvement over the first sighting. Something we're gonna try, and I'm sorry we didn't cover like in-race adjustments really well last week because we were still feeling the car out. But with these slapper bars, we're not wheel hopping anymore, we're just spinning the tires. So something we're gonna try to do to slow the tire spin is tightening up the shocks. And what that's gonna actually do is limit how fast the car stands up on the slapper bars, because as the slapper bar starts to rotate, it actually pushes the back of the car up. So by tightening it up a little bit, hoping to slow the drive a little bit and get the tires to bite a tiny bit more. If not, it's manageable. I'm learning it, and in one run to already feel comfortable enough to knock 3 seconds off, I feel like we're beating the LS time.
There is a ton to see and do at Holley MoParty, but one of my favorites is our grid traffic control lady. She always is dancing and keeping a smile on our face as we're sitting in our cars waiting our turn to go. Another great thing about these events is getting to meet all of you, because without every single one of you watching these videos, I don't get to do crazy things. So it's great to be able to show you the project in person and listen to you tell me about your projects that you're working on at home.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by again.
Because yeah, he was saying he was training. I said, "You need help?" He's like, "No, I found something."
Gentlemen, it's going to be a minute here. I'm going to check out the content.
Remembering from LS Fest, I was able to take this corner really well using my Twisted Images drift brake, also known as the Fun Stick. I decided to try now that I could put power down. It didn't work out, but bonus points for no cones, right?
Hey, he didn't hit a cone.
It's like a little bit of shock adjustment. He spun out pretty bad a couple times. I don't know if it was the shocks or their driver, but... Okay.
For all you ladies here in the house, we got a lot of great apparel over there at Holley World. $15 event t-shirts. Don't forget. Race gym in the house as well with a bunch of cool stuff for women, including women's driving suits. As the Triple King Crown Duster is out on the racetrack. With a Coyote 5-liter Ford under the hood to run in all 3 events. Again, that is the questionable garage.
We're in line for the drag race for Grand Champions.
So I have my really nice, beautiful Simpson fire suit. Probably the more appropriate attire, but they just said long sleeve, so we're borrowing this from Magni. It's what we used in the O'Reilly's commercial, and I wanted to look dapper for my slow quarter-mile passes.
Best looking drag racer here.
And the worst looking car.
Oh man, there's 2 shitty cars in a row.
He thought for a second, he's like, wait, I thought you just win. I'm like, no.
Then I was like, I hate to admit it, but his patina looks better.
I like your hood scoops better.
Yeah.
With the new traction bars, which are king for drag racing, I wanted to leave soft to not spin the tires. Not having a strong launch would reduce the overall time, but I was confident leaving like grandma from Sunday brunch would produce solid results. Lined up against a fellow YouTuber Dylan McCool in his insane turbo Fairmont, it was time to see who was fastest.
So how's it feeling?
It's a lot better with slacker bars. It can put power down. What's interesting is the mile an hour is basically the same as the LS, which indicates effectively the similar horsepower. You know, a cam will really make a lot of difference. So the 7-liter stroker's a lot of grunt, but the LS cam just breathed so much better and it carried the top end. But 12.7, like,
Not bad.
I am not upset with that.
No, not bad for a pile.
Remember, I mean, effective driving 30-ish, 40-ish miles ago, this car hadn't moved since 1979, and we're ripping at 114 mile an hour and hot lapping it right now.
There you go.
That's every bit of a win.
Yep.
Like,
Can't go wrong there.
and I'm the best looking driver
You look
here.
dapper. You look nice.
Racing against Carson and his Challenger, you can really see how the traction bars work as the car stands up each time after I shift. Saturday was back to autocross. Dylan was chasing style points with his turbo cop car, although I personally think we have the coolest Mopar cop car.
Hell yeah.
Caleb had this awesome twister duster that everyone kept confusing for tryhard, including my camera guy.
That car's looking good. No wheel hop coming out of the corner, no body roll. This might be as fast as time.
We might be running low on gas, so if we cut out, we'll have to go get some fuel. That's all I can really think of is why it cut out on us, but we'll see if we can get some better time. I've got some ballast on that side. Sean clearly weighs as much as I do. So we'll be good to go.
You're gonna hang it out there this time, make it fun?
I don't know. I don't know if it should be fast or fun yet. We're low on fuel for it to slosh around and stall there. We're going in a straight line and it's sloshing.
And then, the rain decided to join MoParty. And unlike the drag racers who have to stop, we just keep on going, which creates some exciting spins, like this guy. As it got wetter, I knew I would not set a faster time, so I decided to just have some fun. And by fun, I mean spinning out uncontrollably.
smell like gas in here.
There might be a vent that's a little bit higher than it used to be. Well, one more competition, and then we're officially done with 2 events.
All right.
We're done for the, I don't see drag race happening.
No.
I don't have to take a start. I am happy with my 12.7, so we don't even have to drag race today. I kind of feel like we're done until 3S challenge.
Right.
Woo! One more.
Yep.
A rite of passage at any Holley event, a picture in front of the giant event sign. I kind of forgot to do this at LS Fest. Not this week. My good friend Tony Angelo from Stay Tuned on YouTube finally made it just in time for the rain.
Oh, this one actually moves pretty good. Oh, there's some beautiful dragsters back here.
And he was hungry, so we borrowed someone's golf cart and explored MoParty hunting for food and fun.
Oh wait, we can't drive through the event.
Take a-
Go
take
to
a-
the right, to
take
your
a
right.
right.
Right here? Yeah. We're not supposed to drive through that center section. Then left.
Now left.
Left.
You are a wheelman, aren't you?
And then just keep following the lanes. We'll go up and around and out. One video. Barely mentioned in one video, and then never actually put the car anywhere.
During our explorations, we stopped by our friend's Grind Coffee Co. up at the off-road section to enjoy a cup of coffee and chat about what it means to grind.
Suggestion?
No, not yet.
I came back a couple times. I was there. Just because they're fun.
So the autocross was so slick.
Yeah.
When it first started, I got like a 51, which is actually one of the faster wet times, and then it just went downhill.
Went to shit. Everybody else did really good.
I tried the party brake. That real tight hairpin, I tried the party brake, and I like just touched it, and it was just like whoop, like all the way around, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work at all.
A fun part of these events are the Burnout contests. Some went great, some went not so great, but it's awesome for all the drivers who put their cars on the line to do their best and put on a show for everyone in the stands. One of my goals with the Try Hard Triple Crown series is to show how versatile the Terminator software is, the Holley computer. We go in, answer the wizard questions, and I have been racing on those calibrations all weekend long. But during Holley MoParty, I was having a slight issue with the drive-by-wire settings where the RPM would stick. This was just a really quick adjustment to idle ramp down settings, which you can do in your handheld or with a laptop, and it got the car working perfect. Harrison from Holley took the time to make the small adjustment and explain the process to me.
Down over 3 seconds instead of 4 and 4. Okay. So. There you go.
The final boss of Grand Champion, the 3S Challenge, speed steer stop, and weather is coming in. Another enemy has returned to the fray. Spring wrap. All of the hard driving this weekend has actually bent the leaf springs beyond what the traction bars are able to control. Now, one real big benefit of lining up on the front row in grid is I was able to get my first laps in totally dry conditions. By the second time we came around to go, it was now very wet with no chances of drying.
Well, it's gotten extraordinarily wet, so our front row came out to be an advantage. We were one of maybe 9 cars that got a dry lap. Wasn't my best lap, but we got a dry one, and now it's very wet. So we're just gonna do one more fun run, let Sean have a ride, and start packing up. We are now 2 for 3.
2 for 3, woohoo!
Smell fuel a little bit again.
Yeah.
Might want to relocate that fuel vent, I think, long term. Figure out why it wants to mine so much.
What is that?
Hasn't fallen off yet. Some of it's the locker, some of it's the fender. It's everything.
Get beat by a Magnum. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on, you got you. It's over.
Listen, the Magnum
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. Well, we are back in Georgia after a very successful MoParty. Now, I was able to pull up the results, and at LS Fest, of 58 cars in the vintage class, we finished 31st, which, you know, I'm not horribly disappointed with when we consider how quickly that car came together and how untested it was. Now, Holley MoParty. There were 28 cars being scored in the vintage class. We finished 10th. That is a top 10. We had the 6th fastest drag time, which actually helped us out a whole lot. Those slapper bars really got the car able to put down some traction, and really that drag time bumped us up to hold on to a top 10 finish. I am thrilled with that, and we're able to take a short break, not really a break, but we have, you know, a little bit of breathing room to get that Coyote in. There's 9 days before Ford Fest. So we're doing absolutely massive, major changes to the car. I am tired of leaf springs. I am tired of bending springs. And rather than, you know, get the engine in quickly and take a break, you're just going to have to wait till the next episode and see just how ridiculous we're doing. We are doing a lot. It's going to make the Coyote look like the best engine, which it isn't. We know it's the Hemi. What a fantastic car. Also, my WireCare order came in. Thank you, Steve and the WireCare family. I absolutely love the products. If you haven't used their website, you really should, because when it comes to automotive wiring, you can get everything you need. And I pretty much exhausted all of my supplies getting Try-Hard together. But 1, 2, very soon we're going to have 3. What a fantastic car this has been. We keep making it better. I'm thrilled for all the work we're going to do. We're going to have a guest coming down to help us get ready for Ford Fest so we're not in an absolute thrash. And man, thank you guys for watching, hanging out as we do something absolutely insane that probably should never be attempted again. We're going to make it. I see us doing it. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us always in the shop and at the racetrack while we make some very, very questionable choices. Supposed to be witty. I'm relieved. You know? We're gonna do it, guys. That's it. We're gonna do it. Showing up. Showing up is sometimes all you need to do to win. We'll see you next time in the shop while we throw a Coyote in this thing and then go racing at Beach Bend.
Till next time.